The key to improving our skills as a footballer is ensuring we spend enough time practicing the skills that make up the beautiful game. However, often in our journey as players, we find ourselves without a team or a mate to practice with. But if you want to improve your skills, you have to be willing to spend time practicing on your own. Today, I'll take you through a highly effective and complete individual training session that you can do all on your own. Before we jump right in, I have to tell you what the focus of today's training session is. We are going to focus on being technically sharp with 6 different sections that we'll complete today. And the session will last about 60 to 90 minutes. A perfect session that you can do about 3 to 4 times a week. All you need today is a bit of space, a set of cones and a football. And if you want to get the most out of your training session, really listen to everything I explain, so that you ensure you perform the skill with the correct technique, and try not to skip any exercises. The first part of the session is one of the most important aspects of training, and by doing so, you ensure you get the most out of the session ahead. We're going to begin by warming up our body. All I'm doing is dynamic movements, getting my mind and body switched on. By warming up, you ensure an increase in energy throughout the session. You'll feel better when training, and you will ensure you don't get injured so that you can practice again. I've set 2 cones placed in a distance, and I'm doing exercises like going side to side, kicks and hip openers, aiming to warm up all the aspects of the body that I'm going to use for the session today. Now that we have warmed up our body physically, it is important we get sharp technically. Today we'll be taking in a lot of touches, so we're going to start getting comfortable with a quick technical warm-up. An important aspect of football is being able to control the ball from the air, and a great way to improve our touch and control is by juggling. We're going to stick with 5 simple variations today, starting off with some right foot juggles and switching to some left foot ones as well, because it is important we can play with both our feet. We're going to move into alternating juggles. Get comfortable at using both feet. We're then going to do small toe juggles, a good challenge for your legs. Do both sides. Do about 50 reps for each of these juggling exercises. Another important part of the game is to be able to keep the ball close to your feet and look comfortable while doing so. We're going to quickly warm up our ball control with 3 quick exercises. Get 2 cones and put it about a meter apart. First, we're going to begin by performing soul rolls. Next, we'll transition into taking small touches with the inside and outside of our feet. Finally, we'll finish off with some croquettes, made famous by none other than Iniesta himself. Football demands a lot of changing in direction from its players. Being able to be quick on your toes and fast on your feet allows you to get away from your opponents, getting that extra yard, allowing you to create and finish opportunities for your team. So we're going to put in the work and do some quick feet agility drills. We have 3 variations today. Put your cones in a line and we'll begin. We'll begin with the inside-outside. Step your feet in before stepping out on the other side. Go as hard as you can, really upping the intensity. We'll then transition into side to side. Face sideways to the cone, lift your leg up and go side to side with your feet. Finally, we'll put both feet in and then both feet out. For the agility drills, do 3 sets, 3 to 5 reps, resting 15 seconds between each rep and about a minute or 2 between sets. Great stuff, we have now completed 2 sections. We'll now move into our 3rd section. Being comfortable on the ball gives you the confidence to play football to the best of your ability. The next set of exercises will ensure you lose the ball less and have a greater control over the ball. Grab a cone, we'll be performing 3 exercises. We're going to start by making U shape around the cone, getting comfortable at using the insides of our feet. Now we transition into our outside use. Pull, outside tap, push, and do the same thing the other side. Finally, we're going to challenge ourselves here by making squares around the cone, clockwise. This involves pulling, pushing, soul rolls, inside taps. We're using all different areas of our feet. And of course, we're going to do the same thing the other side. So basically going anti-clockwise. A great exercise to change direction, which you'll do a lot of by the way in football, is the V-cut. We have 2 neat exercises to work on this. Create a square with the cones. First exercise, we'll perform alternate V-cuts. We're performing a V-cut from the side to the middle, and then from the middle to the side, and then do the same the other side. Now we move into performing the V-cut with single leg. That's 3 sections completed. We have 3 more left. Before we move on, hit the like button if you're enjoying it so far. Next, we'll focus on dribbling with the ball. will focus on weaving through tight spaces and also your ability to take players on. Dribbling involves changing direction with the ball, being able to maneuver with the ball in awkward situations and getting past your opponent. You cannot go wrong with this one. Keep your cones in a straight line, perform 4 variations. The first variation is weaving in and out with your right foot. Take small touches and try not to hit the cone. It only makes sense that we do it with our left foot as well. We'll then move into doing this with both feet, alternating between your left and your right. Finally, we're going to finish off with sole rolls. For this dribbling exercise, perform 3 sets to do about 5 to 8 reps. Look, you'll find yourself in 1v1 situations a lot in football, and you want to make sure you have a lot of skills in your arsenal to pull out so you can smoke your defenders. For this drill, make a zigzag with 5 cones, starting at the first cone. We'll perform a skill move at each of the cone. First, we'll start off with a nice chop. Second cone, perform a step over. Third cone, a L drag behind your leg. And we'll finish off with the croqueta. For this exercise, do 3 sets, 3 to 5 reps. 1 rep is performing all the skill moves. These are very effective skills. The last dribbling drill will focus on changing direction. We'll be focusing on changing direction with different angles to make you a top dribbler like Messi, Neymar and Eden Hazard. So make a pentagon with the cones, with a cone in the middle. We'll start at the yellow cone. All you're doing with this drill is going around, making your way to each cone, but before doing so, you'll dribble to the middle. We're performing different cuts here and turns. By using a pentagon, we're practicing changing direction in different angles. This isn't your typical drill, but I thought I'd spice it up. And essentially, it's just a way to practice doing different turns. Do 5 reps, 3 sets. You're making that run and you want it at your feet, but the ball comes high and it's difficult for you to control it because your first touch is like one off a brick wall and you lose the ball. Being able to control the ball in the air is a crucial skill which will separate you from the average player. Having finished section 4, we'll now focus on different drills to help you control the ball better, so that you can get your first touch to be perfect. So that the next time you have the ball played to you in the air, you look like you know what you're doing. For the first drill, we'll make a square and practice controlling a high ball. We'll work on 5 variations. First, practice controlling the ball with your laces area, ensuring the ball stops not too far away from contact. Throw the ball fairly high, but don't go too crazy with it. Next, we'll focus on taking a directional touch with the inside of our feet, so that you can take the ball into space as soon as you control it. Now, we'll do the other side as well. We'll then move into a directional touch with the outside of your feet, also making sure to do the other leg as well. As you get more comfortable, you can increase the height you throw the ball. For the next exercise, we'll add 2 cones to the outside of the square, also making the square a bit smaller. This time, throw the ball up, control it how you like and dribble to the outside cone. In this drill, we're incorporating both first touch and dribbling. Do 5 reps on each side and about 3 sets altogether. Quick challenge. Finally, I've added a bonus challenge before we move into our cooldown, which is a very important section you cannot miss out on. Anyway, moving on to the bonus challenge. Just time yourself and see how long you can hold the ball on your foot. This is just a fun exercise, not really designed for anything, just a fun little challenge. See if you can do a minute. Comment down if you can. Finally, the cooldown. Don't skip this or you might risk an injury. Training is not just about training itself, but also ensuring we're able to train again the next day. And cooldown is crucial to make that happen. Anyway, all we're doing is some static stretches, stretching out all the parts that we used for today's session. Thanks for tuning into the session, that was action-packed. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button for more training sessions like this one. You don't want to miss out. Comment any ideas for videos you want to see in this channel. And if you stay till the end, comment baller to show your support. We worked on being technically sharp today. We didn't work on one aspect though. We didn't really do any shooting drills. So if you want some shooting drills, click here for 3 amazing drills. Or you can click here for a whole playlist of videos designed to help you become an amazing player.